So this week we're back. We've had a nice long break for Christmas, and life gets in the way. This week we're talking about 3 sets of holds from Friction Climbing. If you don't know them, their logo's up here. Friction released a bunch of holds early last summer, and we got in very, very early, and we went and bought a bunch of their new line, which is the Comp series. Now, Friction, if you don't know it, is run by a guy called Luigi. Luigi actually runs the Tour de Bloc, so generally half the year he's pretty busy dealing with Tour de Bloc schedules and whatever else, and the rest of the year he makes holds. There's 3 sets this week. There's the PK Pinches, which you'll see here, the Chrome Domes, which are 2 great big slopers, and then there's the Dome Slopes. All of them are dual texture. They're made for competitions, and competitions pretty much purely, but you can have them all on your wall as you wish. The PK Pinches, ponk, there's 5 holds in the range. The Chrome Pockets, there's 5 holds in the range, they'll be here. And Chrome Domes, there's Chrome Dome 1 and Chrome Dome 2. Both pretty big holds, both slopers, all dual texture. So, let's get rolling. I just pulled them off the wall. So this is what you're going to expect from the Chrome Dome Pockets. There's 5 of them, beautifully made, a little bit heavy. Friction doesn't do light. Most of their holds are pretty heavy, but they do stand up to a fair amount of abuse. We've had these since early summer of 2011, and they're a little bit chipped from where we stored them. They've been to the gym a few times. I lent them out to a couple of companies or a couple of gyms, so they've been around. So this is the first guy. What you're looking at is a nice 2-finger pocket with a fairly good dual texture. Now, depending on which way you set this, you're looking at a pad all the way in, and then up the other way. You've got a pad, but it's a pad ink up one side and a pad flat the other. Nice sanding, little Friction logo, which someone's marker penned on there. They've actually coloured it in and taken off the edge. They're nice holds. The dual texture isn't the best. DRCC still makes the best dual texture on the planet, but they're still very, very nice holds. So that's the first one. Second one is this guy. Again, you're looking at 2 fingers, just about a pad and a bit. Nice round edge on this guy. Other side up, yeah, you're just looking about a pad, but you put it pad side up, you try and stand on this, it's going to force some pretty technical footwork. This isn't, like I said, this isn't the best dual texture. You can stand on these holds, but they're a little bit slippy, and they will force errors in climbers. Number 3, this guy, looking at a pad, again 2 fingers. You can, if you really want, cram in 3. Depends on how you're climbing and how brutal the route is. And if you get up the other way, you're looking at a pad, but it's a slope. So you get this on an overhung wall, you're just coming out of it. Number 4 is one of the bigger guys. You're looking at 4 fingers, 1 pad all the way along. Again, all of these pockets have really nice edges. Other way up, you're looking at a pad but sloped, and it's going to be pretty hard. You can get a little bit of thumb friction on them because of the dual texture, but not too much. And here's the last one, number 5. You're looking at 3 fingers, easy. Again, beautiful lips on these pockets. Pockets are very hard. I don't generally train on pockets because I like my fingers too much. But these have a nice radius to them. If you're playing on them on semi-shallow angles, like 30 degrees, they're nice, comfortable holds to hold on to. They do force movement, and they are a route setter's dream. So that's number 5. And then we move into the Chrome Domes. We're kicking off this year with a bang. The Chrome Domes. This is Chrome Dome 1. Hollow backed, which is nice to see. Good centre column. Completely off centre bolt hole, which isn't so great. No set screw holes on these guys at all. Nothing to stop this from spinning, but the amount of leverage you can actually get onto it and actually make it spin is kind of hard. But if you look at it from the side, you can see what we're looking at. You're looking at a great big open hand, slightly in-cut, full pad. You know, I'm getting, my hands aren't that big, but they're pretty big. Where my palm hits, my palm just hits the dual texture, which you can see running across here. It just hits right the way across. A beautiful hold, and considering the size, you know, these guys are pretty heavy. This guy is really, really nice, not too heavy at all. We've got a few chips in it, and you know, that's a real shame. And then we have Chrome Dome number 2. Hollow back on this is a complete bunch of ass. I'm sure it's been fixed by now because we got these very early in production and they were probably just figuring it out. I like to think this guy is heavy as all tits, like horrible. But at least the bolt hole on this guy is actually drilled through the center compared to the other guy, which is rubbish. If you look at it on a side profile, God, I'm gonna get pumped just holding this thing. It probably weighs about 15 pounds. You can see you got a nice one hand. Again, where my palm hits is where the dual texture starts. Really nice, slightly in-cut. You get your fingers all the way to the back, and they've lipped it, which is really nice. So when someone's trying to get their fingers down the back of the hold, they can't. They've stopped the cheating element on these guys. And then again, like, you know, more flat than anything else, more of an edge. But get on an overhang, you're trying to get your fingers into this little groove and just trying to bang onto the guy. And then the last set we have for you is the PK Pinchers, which is another 5 holds. Again, dual texture, big, square blocks. Again, the sanding, look at the sanding. Sanding's awesome on these guys. These guys actually haven't chipped up too much. Now, one thing I'll say about the dual texture for friction climbing is it's pretty good. It's not the best, it's not the worst. I've seen way worse dual texture than these guys. It's a little bit bumped and a little bit, you know, it's a little bit bumped in places, but yeah, it's not too bad. Like, these are early production holds, and you know the other ones are actually much nicer. This guy, if you're being evil, put it up this way. Let someone try and grab onto the slick bit. But what you're looking at is these great big flat edges on this guy. Great big wide, super wide pinchers. Get one sleek, it's gonna be hard. Number 2, this guy here. Slightly in-cut one side, flat the other. So, you know, you've got a nice, you know, pad and a half on the big bit, but you've always got these really, because they're pinches, you have a really nice thumb catch every single time. Number 3, again, sorry, wrong way, is a nice big pinch, angled one side, little bit in-cut on the other. You know, you're looking at about a pad and a bit on the small side, and then you're looking at 2 pads over, and you put it up this way, you've got this really nice, like, because of the slight in-cut, really nice, you know. But if you go this way, you've got a little side pull, then a sloping side pull. 2 more to go. This guy, you can see, fairly flat. I'm dropping these guys all over the place tonight. Again, fairly flat. Super wide. Actually, I'm sorry, this is slightly in-cut. The small side slightly in-cut. You're looking at a pad and a half, slightly in-cut, like full-on wide pinches. These are burly move holds. And the last one is this guy. Flat again, but with less area than the first hold. You're looking at a pad and a half, and just about a pad all the way through. So these are the PK Pinchers, Chrome Dome 1, Chrome Dome 2, Pong, and the Chrome Pockets. They're all dual texture. They're made for comps by Friction Holds, which is nice to see. People actually making specific competition holds. You know, competition holds is a funny land because sometimes, you know, once competitors get used to them and they know the holds, you know, so let's call it a season, they're essentially useless. But for home walls, when you're trying to get up and you're trying to grab onto a project, and you know, you're trying to flash a problem in a competition, if you've not seen them before, they're going to be hard. You know, next season, like, this isn't the full range. We have some We have some smaller stuff that's going to be coming in about a month or so's time. And then there's another bunch of holds that are kicking around the Friction website. Luigi's gone out of his way and he's made comp holds, which is hat off to Luigi for that. It's a good thing to see. It's nice to see because the competition circuits and the competition series these days are getting much better. So these are the Friction comp series from Friction Climbing, frictionclimbing.com. Check them out. Have a look. See what you like. Check the video afterwards. Read the review. Happy New Year. Sorry we've been away for a little while, but we're back now. Peace.
That's it.
Ah, nice! Come on!
Do it!
Ali! Nice! Guys, come on. Thanks.
Oh!